Hello everyone and welcome to Conan Exiles, where today I'm going to be sharing all my knowledge on the spawns of Set City, and they will mainly be the crafter spawns, because I know the most about that. I do know where a couple of named archers can spawn. Anyways, this is where I am on the map. We're going to go all the way down here to where this taskmaster is, then we're going to loop all the way back up and go through every single spawn of Set City. Alright, and I guess we can begin with the very first spawn. That would be up here. That I know about is this archer on top of this wall can spawn as a named archer. I've only found it once on here and in this spot, but it is possible. Everything I'm recording is on an official PvP server, so it's not like a private server where everything's changed. No. This blacksmith can be a random spawn. You can find anything there, except for fighters, archers, and priests, along with this blacksmith. And then there is one that wanders around here, but I'm not sure where it got off to. These archers are always going to be archers. You can find a named archer there. I have found one before. This blacksmith can also be a random spawn, or it is a random spawn. It can be anything. And I think that the random spawns work is anything can spawn there, and there's a small chance it'll be named. This taskmaster will always be a taskmaster along with this one over here. And anyways, back to how I think the random spawns work is it rolls a number. This is just how I envision it to wrap my head around it. It rolls two numbers. One number determines what it is: a blacksmith, a tanner, a smelter, a cook, whatever. The second number determines the level, 1, 2, 3, or 4. The 4 is named, of course. I think that the wandering thrall can actually go up here, so I'm going to climb and look for it. And that's basically how I would explain how it works, even though it's probably not... Oh, there it is. Even though it's probably not like that at all. This is a random spawn and he wanders around. I have found a named smelter there before, but that was during my single player test, so I'm not sure if that's, accurate for servers, but I'd say it is, since I really didn't modify anything on my single player settings. And then going up here, this will be the next group of spawns. There are fighters and archers up here, but there are a couple of crafters. Alright, this fighter and this cook right here is random, I think. If it's not random, then oh well. These two alchemists will always be alchemists, they're guaranteed. I'm pretty sure I found an alchemist up here and a smelter before, so I think that cook is random. Anyways, we'll move on down to this thrall underneath this tree. This is a random spawn as well, the smelter. He can be anything. I found dancers here before. Then moving on to this little section over here, there are a couple of spawns that are guaranteed, but most of them are random. Actually, I think most of them are guaranteed. There's only a couple that are random. Alright, I'm looking for the one that wanders around, but I don't see it here. So this blacksmith is random. You can find anything. Oh, there it is. The cook. This one wanders around and it's random. This apprentice taskmaster is always going to be a taskmaster. These three alchemists right here are guaranteed to be alchemists. This group over here is guaranteed to be fighters and dancers. That wandering archer, I'm pretty sure, is always a wandering archer. Alright, moving along, we have that fighter underneath that tree. Pretty sure it's always a fighter. Alright, back here. There is a fighter, a smelter, and a tanner. The smelter and the tanner and the fighter are always guaranteed to be their respective things, so they won't change to be like a dancer, for instance. This dancer and this blacksmith will always be random. Carpenter is guaranteed to be a carpenter. There's always something here, be it a fighter or an archer. That carpenter's always going to be a carpenter. This one's a random spawn. It can be anything. I found a blacksmith there before. That alchemist is always an alchemist. Alright, moving along, we'll go up to where this taskmaster is up here. And see that archer on the right at that gate over there? You saw it for a second. That can be a named archer. That taskmaster will always be a taskmaster. Around the tree. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go onto the water because there are 2 cook spawns that are guaranteed to be cooks. You see them right there? And we're going to avoid the thugs, the bandit leaders. We're gonna get close. We're just gonna do our best to avoid them. And we can just run away if we feel like it. Alright. Wandering fighter doesn't interest me. Alright, those 2 spawns over there to the left, these ones, are random. I don't know if you can find a named thing here. I've never found a named thing there. But they are random, and I assume you can. Now up here there are 3 spawns of dancers. There's 1 wandering, and there's 2 that are put in place. And I guess I aggroed a thug on the bottom or whatever. Oh well. They will always be dancers. They can be of any level. I found a named dancer there once before. Moving right along, you can jump off here, and if you go to the left, there is a alchemist spawn. It will always be an alchemist spawn right next to that bunch of bandits over there. And if you go to the right, there's a couple more spawns. On the water, these 2 are random spawns. I have found a named smelter here before, so it is possible to get named things from any random spawn, I think. I hope it's that way. It's at least how I would design it. So I hope Funcom is of the same mindset. In here, there are supposed to be 3 level 3 dancers. So if you want a good place to farm dancers, this is where it is. I guess somebody came in here and took a dancer. Alright, moving along, we'll find 2 more random spawns here. These 2 cooks, they can be anything. Except for priests and fighters and archers, of course. And these priests up here are absolutely broken, and I think their number should be fixed. Blacksmith, random spawn. There is an alchemist that can spawn as a named alchemist that I actually came and took earlier. And these priests, they're so broken. If you want to easily farm set for a priest, just come here. There's a good chance there's a archpriest or a named priest here. Alright, and then on to the final spawns. These 2 blacksmiths will always be blacksmiths. This armorer will always be an armorer. They have, down here, 2 more blacksmiths, and then 2 more carpenters. These are guaranteed. You will never find a dancer in their spot. Alright, this dancer over here is guaranteed to be a dancer, and this cook is guaranteed to be a cook. Then onto the water will be our last spawn to talk about. This will be a cook, and it can be named, well, the Lone Fisherman, I guess, is a named cook. There's also Bergoras the Baker. There is a bear that spawns kind of near where that group of bandits was, next to that alchemist. He can be named. I have found him named twice, actually. So if you were looking for a bear, there's 1 spawn in Set City. And that's pretty much everything I know about the spawns of Set City. If I missed anything, please leave it down in the comments. I've been here for 2 weeks farming this city, and I still don't know everything. But I know at least a good chunk. Alright, if you've enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing to my channel, where hopefully I'll post some more about Conan and whatever else I feel like. But I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.